In the second session, we have learnt about features of operations research, management applications of operations research. In this session, we are going to learn a modeling in operations research and classification of models by its structure. Outcomes of this session: students will be able to understand how the real-time situation problem can be modeled under operations research and the basis for its classification, analyze the behavior of the system to improve its performance, and classifying the models according to its structure. Modeling in operations research. A model in OR is defined as an idealized representation of an actual object or situation. It shows the relationships, it may be direct or indirect, and interrelationships of action and reaction in terms of cause and effect. The main objective of a model is to provide a means for analyzing the behavior of the system for the purpose of improvising its performance. The models in OR can be classified according to following characteristics. It can be classified by its structures, by purpose, that is by function, by nature of environment, by behavior, that is by the time horizon, by method of solution, by use of digital computers, by the extent of generality, and by degree of abstraction. Models classified by structure can be classified again into iconic or physical models, analog or schematic models, symbolic or mathematical models. Now let us discuss iconic, that is physical models. The iconic or physical models represent the system by scaling it up or down. Iconic models resemble the system they represent but differ in size. In other words, it is an image. For example, a toy aeroplane is an iconic model of a real one. The other examples could be globes, atoms or molecules used in physics, chemistry, and other sciences. Now let us look into pros and cons of iconic models. The features of iconic models could be: iconic models are quite specific and concrete, but they are difficult to manipulate for experimental purposes. They represent a static event. Characteristics that are not relevant are not included. In other side, the limitations of iconic models could be the limitations: it is either two-dimensional or three-dimensional. If a situation involves more than three dimensions, it cannot be represented by an iconic model. Now let us discuss analog or schematic models. The models, those in which one set of properties is used to represent another set of properties, are called analog models. After the problem is solved, the solution is reinterpreted in terms of the original system. For example, graphs are very simple analogs because distance is used to represent the properties such as time, number, percent, age, weight, and many other properties. Contour lines on a map represent the rise and fall of the heights. These analog or schematic models have many features. These are less specific, less concrete, but they are easier to manipulate than the iconic models. They can represent dynamic situations. These are used more often than iconic models. A graph is well suited for representing quantitative relationship between any two properties and predicts how a change in one property affects the other. Now let us learn symbolic or mathematical model. Symbolic or mathematical model is one which employs a set of mathematical symbols to represent the decision variables of the system. The solution of the problem is then obtained by applying well-developed mathematical techniques to the model. The symbolic model is usually the easiest to manipulate experimentally, and it is most general and abstract. Its function is more often explanatory rather than Now let us know differences among three models: iconic, analog, and symbolic models. Mathematical models differ from those traditionally used in physical sciences in two ways. Since war systems involve social and economic factors, these models use probabilistic elements. They consist of two types of variables, controllable and uncontrollable. The objective is to select those values for controllable variables which optimize some measures of effectiveness. Therefore, these models are used in decision situations rather than in physical phenomena. In war, symbolic models are used wherever possible, not only because they are easier to manipulate but also because they yield more accurate results. To summarize this session, we have understood how modeling is carried out in operation research, how these models are classified based on its characteristics, and classification of modeling by its structure.